Welcome to Gothenburg, a city that will celebrate its 400th birthday next year. This is looking out in the opposite direction, and behind me, good morning, behind me is Skansen Kronen. Built in the 17th century as part of this city's fortifications, and one of the buildings that helped made this city the most well defended city in the whole of Scandinavia at that point in time. Today I'm going to take you on Timmy's walking tour of the city. Will we see all the good stuff? Highly unlikely, but hopefully we'll see some things that are of interest. All right, pushly, let's go. As we walk down this steep hill down from the tower, this city originally was formed as a fishing village. Later it became an industrial hub, and it is actually a home to Volvo. There is a Volvo museum here, but I've only got one day here, so unfortunately we won't make it out there to see the Swedish valiants. This city has an incredibly chilled out feel, a real extreme cafe culture where they embrace the Swedish concept of fika. This is a place for fika. Let's have a look.
Wow. Det här kommer att bli ett minne för sommaren.
Alltså jag skulle vara helt ute annars. Det var lika bra.
Ja, men snällt. Ja.
Now, fika is the Swedish tradition of having a relaxed coffee and cake. Now, I've substituted for a Coca-Cola and a lemon butter slice. I don't think it matters, it's all the same. It's all about sitting back, being relaxed, taking your time and enjoying a treat with friends. An interesting treat. Lemon butter slice. It's got a sort of like a hard lemon flavoured coating, and then quite a soft cream in the middle, and then like a biscuit base. Not bad. I like it, quite tasty. They do have this nice park slash canal walk to take you into the heart of the city. If you saw yesterday's video, you might have heard me complaining about the price of accommodation in the city. It's about almost double what it is in Stockholm, and Stockholm is expensive compared to the other countries I've been in. Well, I found an answer to it. Basically, there's a youth soccer tournament happening here now, so there are massive crowds in town, so everybody is price gouging on their accommodation. So it's always expensive here, but more so right now. Bad timing. This is a Salu Hall, a great little collection of providors and little boutique cafes. You might want to call in here and have a look, especially if you're after some lunch. Few samples. That's a cinnamon scroll, almost like a national dish, a national snack here anyway. In Sweden, I have found the choice of bread to be excellent. More restaurants upstairs as well. Quite nice stuff, but all at Swedish prices. Turkish delight. Have your obligatory canal sightseeing tours. There they go. I could think of nothing worse. But if you're into it, the option is here. I could think of nothing worse. Just looking down the main roadway of town, so I guess I'm at the top of town. And up here we have Konserthuset, so I guess it's the concert hall. A pretty fancy looking fountain. Behind that is the Goldeberg Museum. This is obviously some sort of concert hall. And what's that? Biblioteket. Bibliotek in Russian is library, so I'm guessing that's the main library. Bit of a weather report for you. This whole trip has been very mild, despite the record-breaking heat wave I see in the media affecting Italy and England and Spain. Up here, don't think we've had a single day over 23, except for today. Today's weather, beautiful, 30 degrees, perfect, blue sky. Light breeze just for a little bit of cooling. For me, today, perfect holiday weather. Alright, I'm not gonna try and pronounce that, but pretty sure it just means botanical garden. As I walk through this garden, just a note, I have seen in this city more people going through the rubbish bins than I have seen in any other city ever. And that includes places like New York. Here, I think with their open immigration policy, there's a lot of people here who are really struggling. We've caught up with a group enjoying their channel/river cruise. As far as botanical gardens go, this one's pretty good. I mean, considering the terrible weather they have to deal with, they've done a great job. This is the main city square. Korean Hotel Post. It's a post office as well. It's a central station over there. I've been in Europe for more than a year now, and I still have no idea how to cross the road. Don't know which way to look. I'm nearly killed every time I cross the road. Here comes the hop-on, hop-off bus. Well, boat anyway. It's free, and it'll basically take you across to the other side of Gothenburg, the other section of the city over the river there. here. I've seen a couple of these now. I suspect this one's actually been turned into a accommodation, into a hostel, but I'm not sure exactly what that writing said, but it's got that look about it. Some nice looking apartments here, and a very interesting piece of city fortification. You can actually walk up on top of this remnant. Originally, this was one of the 5 gates to the city. Later, it was turned into this fortification. Later, they built a gunpowder storage facility inside, but it was too damp, so it never got used for that. But you can see the windows are barred and that. So it ended up holding Russian prisoners and no gunpowder. Just go up these dodgy bluestone stairs here. Get to a nice view of the industrial area. This is beside the river. See the large ferries down that way. So this is some sort of energy production company. There's those nice apartments I saw earlier, and a view across some of the city. There's where we started our tour earlier today, and here's the city. This is Haga, the old town, and this is what I'll best remember this city for. Not the old buildings, but just the thousands and thousands of cafes. Now, I have to say, Gothenburg is a nice city, but when you're on holidays, for most of us anyway, you have limited time and limited money. In other words, it comes down to bang for your buck. So the question is Gothenburg good bang for your buck? Now, I've been traveling for 3 weeks on this current sortie around the top of Europe, and I'm going to say this is the first city that really doesn't pass what I would call the litmus test. In other words, it's probably not worth the money you have to pay to get here to see what's here. As I say, it is a nice city and it's probably great to live in, but from a pure tourist point of view, I think yeah, probably not worth making the effort to get here. Anyway, tomorrow will be a new city, so thanks for watching and we'll see you then.